Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Mackley House. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fabulous. Today we're doing a quick unboxing and an honest review of the Salter 2-in-1 iced coffee maker. As normal, I put all the links to where I've got everything from down below in the description for you. But stay tuned to the end to get a full and honest review. Let's show you how I got on with unboxing and doing its first run-throughs. This is the Salter 2-in-1 iced coffee maker that I picked up from my local supermarket, and I think it was 29 quid. It's supposed to be able to do hot or cold over ice, but I kind of wanted it just for the iced coffee alone. But let's get it open and have a quick look at it and see what it's like. Right, let's it open. God, can't get my claws in there. Come on, out you come. There. Now you might hear some squeaking and weird noises in the background. It's my dog Daisy. She's decided to get all her toys out. Bit of packaging. Okay, we'll check that box out in a minute. More packaging. I don't know what to expect, with this one. It's 29 quid. So I'm thinking, wow, that's a cheap price. So I'm not sure whether that's good or bad, but we'll find out together. So this looks like the lid to the travel mug that they give you. Yeah, little sippy lid. Put that in there. Okay. But I've not looked at this before. I don't know about it, so we're going to find out together what it's all about. So this must be the travel mug. Yeah. That looks alright, doesn't it? And it is metal on the inside. Okay. This is looking good. You've got to keep in mind that it was £29. That's not a lot compared to a lot of other coffee maker prices out there. I mean, there's not a lot to it. It feels nigh on empty, if you know what I mean. It's super light. There can't be a lot to it. I mean, there's definitely not a lot going on there. Okay, let's put the travel mug over there. There's a quick start guide, which we will need, because I have no idea how to do it. Ooh. This must be, yeah, this is the plastic one for the cold drinks in here. Empty box here. Put that in there. No straw. Interesting. Oh yes they do. It came out of the box this side. Are you supposed to put that bit in with the lump underneath? So it's like that. Yeah, so you can't get it dropped. Okay. Up there for thinking, Chase. Okay, so I'm going to have to give that a quick wash out before we use it. That's a snug bit. Okay, tip and put it in. Right, I'll have a quick look at the start guide. There doesn't seem to be a lot to it. And get some ice out. Plug this little baby in and I'll be back. Okay, I've moved over to this section because we've got a plug right here. Right. It says, first off, you have to wash everything. And I took out the funnel, which is inside, and washed it, and the filter, which sits inside as well. And they just purely sit in there. Now, I've noticed, this is the little water tank at the back here. And there is little level markers for 8 ounce, 10 ounce, and 14 ounce in that. But on the first run, obviously to give it a clean, we've got to put water in, don't use the filter, and run just straight forward. Clean water through the tank first. So that's what I think we'll do first, is run it through. Okay, let's just run it and see what happens. I don't know how much we need. I'm now getting bored of reading. Let's fill it up and see what happens. That's definitely not, it can't be max because I've actually used the cup, so if it's more than that, then that would be silly, wouldn't it? That would be a waste. Okay, plugs on. So I've got no filter in there, but I have got the funnel. Let's shut the lid. And let's put this in here. So we've got a start button. And we've obviously got a hot and a cold button. And that looks pretty much it. Let's go for cold and see what happens. Nothing. It's just flashing. Do we push it again or what? No. So it's boiling it like a kettle. This looks like it's going to be the easiest thing ever. So run. A little bit slow, but hey, that's okay. £29. Although I've got my plastic cup in here. But of course, don't forget I've told it I want iced coffee, so it thinks there's a load of ice cubes in here as well, doesn't it? That can't be it, surely. Is that it? No. Didn't think it would be it. Let's see how long it takes to fill it up. How much is it going to give us? Because there's no other buttons to push. This is really simple. What do you want, a hot coffee or cold coffee? That's all there is to it. Other than actually brewing a coffee, which we will do next. I'd like to try, because I've got, we'll see how long that takes, but I bought something to go with this machine. Whilst that is filling up, I bought this. Now this is the Nescafe version and it's a concentrated espresso shots. It's basically a lazy version. It's already shots of coffee and I thought, can't I use that in there to make my iced coffee? But I suppose that defeats the object of it running through the coffee granules at the top, so okay, I'll use coffee granules this time, but I'm going to try that out as well because I think that could be a good option for an iced coffee. It's still going. I've brought my coffee grinds over so we can try that as well. But I want to let this run so you know how long it takes for it to actually dribble out the water. It's not super fast, that's for sure. Look at it. And it's definitely hot water, so it's definitely heating it in little sections. Maybe heating it in small doses at a time. I'm thinking this bit might be the kettle-y bit, but it's a bit slow. What do you think? So far, I mean, is it going to fill the cup? Because don't forget, it thinks that I've got ice in there because it thinks we're making an iced coffee. I don't know. I love a new kitchen gadget. Okay, this is it. We've got to throw this one away because obviously this is the first run through. But what I'll do is that I'll throw this one away, refill it, get to this stage, and I won't let you watch that again. It's boring enough, isn't it? But I want you to see just how long it takes. It's not super fast. Okay. So it is going to spit out everything that's in the tank. So you have to bear that in mind. If you've got this full of ice, you obviously wouldn't want this amount of water because that would overflow the cup. So you would have to make sure you put less water in the tank so it only spat out, say, 8 ounces in the tank. So I think you've got to bear that in mind. So that is now finished. Now this cup is double lined of plastic, which is why it's warm on the outside, but it's actually hot water on the inside. So we'll tip this one away and fill the tank again and go for proper coffee on this one. So here we go, here's the travel mug. Now this is smaller, so I know we don't want too much water, but let's give it a go. I mean, if I overfill it, you'll see what happens. It's going to make a mess. But, hopefully that's about the right amount. Now we need the little filter out this time that I've given it a wash. So we've got to put the filter in. Now I'm assuming you'll be able to get spares of these filters from the Salter website. Don't know how much coffee to put in. Now this is Costa coffee that I buy from the local supermarket, and in my other coffee machine I put 3 or 4 teaspoons of this in. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put 3 in, 3 heaped. It's interesting because you don't even have to tamp it down on like a normal coffee machine and make a puck. This one's going to free flow. So interesting to see what this one comes out like. Let's go. Let's hit the hot button this time and see what happens. That has finished brewing because it's still flashing. You're going to stop flashing it? Can I say no? Don't want you to make a mess. Okay. It smells good. It looks good. Now, to have the proper hot iced coffee, you'd put your ice cubes in first and then dribble this over the top. You do have to be careful how much water you put in it though. But that smells divine. Now I want to try doing it this way. So there we go. We've got a cup full of ice, like you're supposed to do. Right, I definitely don't want to overfill it. Okay. Oh, I'm just throwing the water all over the place. I should really get rid of all this coffee, shouldn't I? Let's get this one out. Well, it's not easy with false nails. Okay, there's the coffee filter. So I'm going to empty that out and we'll put in some fresh stuff. That was easy. All I did was rinse, tipped it and rinsed it. And this coffee, I'll add milk and my mate's going to drink that. So we'll get that one in the to-go mug for her. And I want an iced one. Sorry. Let's add 3 teaspoons of your favourite fine grounds. That's that one. Over the ice, and this time I'm going iced again because that's what I want, but I want to see it go over that ice. I'm going to give it a proper test. I'm going to have a slurp of this one as well. I'm looking forward to this. Brewing hot coffee. But that's pretty much all there is to it, you know. We've brewed the hot coffee, and now I'm actually doing the hot coffee over my ice cubes. But I think this is going to be good too, you know. Now I know you don't technically need this in there, because obviously that's good for ground coffees. I mean, if you want to use this, just simply pour it in and give it a shake, I suppose. So it kind of makes sense that you don't really need this one. I thought I'd get it just in case, because I thought it might make a difference, but you don't need it. You just need your typical ground coffee. Now, can you use instant? Maybe. I mean, it tells you to use ground coffee granules, fine. But hey, I'd give it a go on using the instant. Maybe just put extra in, because obviously the instant's not as strong. But worth a go. I'm going to put a shot of milk in mine, because yes, it's weird going on the ice, isn't it? Because you think the ice just disappears. I don't quite understand hot coffee on iced. Yeah, I don't get it. To me, it makes way more sense just having cold water over the ice. But let's try it and see what happens. Are you nearly there? But this is the easiest machine ever. If you are like me and you love your iced coffees, this is looking good. Once it's finished and I've had a taster, I'll show you the inside. I'll do a close-up of the inside, but there's nothing to it. It's pretty straightforward. I think we're there. Are you finished? It is very slow. Don't do it if you're really thirsty. They give you a little measuring spoon as well, which would be handy for the coffee. Actually, I could keep it in my coffee grounds now, but yeah. I use just a normal teaspoon. Come on. Let's zoom this to the end. Okay, so we're finished. Let's turn that off. Take that out. Okay, it feels cold on the outside. It's now dripping. But I want to put, a lot of people don't have, but I like a little shot of milk in mine. And a lot of my iced coffees, I like just milk. Which you can't put milk in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's nice. That has brewed the coffee. All that ice has disappeared, but I've got a way to have the ice survive. I'll show you. Let me get it out of my freezer. If you want some ice left back in your cup, I mean, yeah, you could chuck some in now, but use an ice ball. I bought this off of Temu, and it's an ice ball maker, and you just fill it, and it makes a nice big ball of ice, which takes a while to disappear. So I'd probably put this in the bottom of the cup. That's going to overfill, isn't it? Let me do it over the sink just in case. Not too bad. But I put this in the bottom and brew the ice over this, so then you're going to have ice left over. Look. So I'd use an ice ball maker for this. Let's put that one over at the sink. I'd say that's a success. I'm liking that. That's brewed a fresh hot coffee, which is really nice. I don't want to sip it because that's going to be for my friend. So we'll put some sugar in that and give that to her. And this is my iced coffee. So cheers. Let's have a sip. Yeah, ice ball's the way to go. So let me take you off the top and I'll show you the insides. Ooh, let me unhook you. Here we go. So this is a nice close-up of the machine. There is nothing to it, look. For hot coffee, for cold coffee, and the on button. So you lift up this. That's the little water tank at the back. Let me bring this closer. Woo! Let me turn it off so it don't hiss in us. So you've got all the levelers there of the different ounces. And that's the little water tank. And then this is the filter, which I will now empty. And then that's the little funnel. And that's the only sort of cleaning parts to this thing really, is the funnel and the actual coffee holder. I would say run a lime scale remover like you do for any kettle through that every now and then. And that's it. What do you think? Okay, now this machine was probably the easiest machine ever to use because it's got a little funnel, a little filter and like an on-off button and then either hot or cold iced coffee depending on what you want. Now, I thought when I was buying this that maybe I'd be able to replace the water with milk and make like a proper like iced drink. But I don't think you can. I think you have to use water because I don't think that tank is going to be good enough to run the milk through it because that might go a bit yucky after a little while. So I was a bit disappointed with that. It does make hot coffee, but you've seen it takes quite a while. That's why I left it running to dribble through into the cup. It takes a while. You do have to also be careful how much you put in there to make sure you don't overflow it. And of course, when you put the ice in, the hot coffee goes on top and then disintegrates all the ice. So all you end up with really is like a watered down coffee. That's kind of cool. It's not quite what I classify as iced coffee. So I thought I'd get over this by using an ice ball, which I bought from Temu, my ice ball maker. And that does work. You can dribble hot coffee over the ice ball and the ice ball survives. But there was still something not quite right about it. And I couldn't quite work out what it is. I mean, it makes a good hot cup of coffee, but there again, so does your kettle and all your other coffee makers probably. So, my review of it. For £29, it is a good, cheap little coffee maker. I wouldn't personally classify it as a proper iced coffee maker though. Not really. Not as far as I'm concerned anyway, but hey, if you want to have a go, get one and have a go because the price is a good price. Personally, I'm going to make sure it all gets packaged back up and probably return it. I'm not a lover, so yeah, my review is I wouldn't waste your money. You get yourself a bottle of that Nescafe instant espresso, like I showed you in the clip, or I know like the likes of Tesco do their own one, so that's a little bit cheaper, and pour that over a glass of milk with ice in it and you'll probably get a much nicer tasting iced coffee that way without the need of a machine. Or just brew an espresso and pour that over a glass of ice, which is kind of all this does. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. But as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't waste your money. So that's going back. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.